Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth. Welcome to the Patriot Act. So glad you guys are here. Today in history, 1920, the Prohibition was passed, and that ended up causing a surge in a lot of organized crime, the black market, and it actually didn't get changed till 1933. Roosevelt passed, it was called the Cullen-Harrison Act, which then legalized some alcohol. Just a little fun tidbit. Okay, so today was quite the somber day, wasn't it? Um, Trump left his place as the 45th president of the United States, and his farewell speech was beautiful. You know, obviously, the road and the path that I've taken to this point has caused me to question things and look at things and for symbolism or numbers, because that's what life is about, numbers and symbols. And obviously, he brought up his favorite thing was the China plague, China virus, and it did take a hold and it did take effect, but that's a whole nother conversation and a whole nother video. I don't even want to go there. But he did make a really cute little comment that, stayed in my mind, which is in the form of be back in some form. Now, that takes a lot of us Trumpers to a place of hope, and just maybe things might go the way we wanted them to. And you can only pray. He pardoned about 73 people today, including Steve Bannon and Lil Wayne. Along with, I think, Judge Pirro, her husband as well, was pardoned, which is some great things, man. Great things. All right, so today I wanted to talk about something that is usually called the media matrix, right? Are you stuck in it? Do you live in a bubble where you get all of your life lessons, your things to do, your recipes, things to do on a rainy day? Do you get all of these things from the media? A lot of people bring up this lovely little, how would you call it, idea of a red pill or a blue pill. I like to call it being awake or being asleep. It's a little bit, red pill, blue pill. It's a little sad to me. But the question is, if you're stuck in this media matrix, does that mean that you're asleep? I don't know. The question is, are you capable of releasing yourself? And are you willing to see what the truth is? Right? Which then causes you to have to do some work. Research. I bring that up in, my past videos because research is what got me here today. And research is the only way you're ever going to find the truth. You're not going to find it on the media. You're not going to find it on YouTube. You have to search. Which I'm not saying that I'm lying. What I'm saying is you have to find your own truth. Doing your own work. You can only get aid and you can get some advice from an outside source, but you need to come within. You need to work within, and you need to connect with source, with your creator, with God, which whomever you call, which whomever is your power greater than yourself. Now, I want to go to a topic that I never brought up and might be a little strange to some of you, but I want to bring it up because I think it's time. Okay, so the elite, right? The small minority of people that we hear about, we feel like we can't see, we don't know who it is. The government calls it the DEEP state. Either way, the question is, do you believe in it? I do, right? The small minority of people that are sitting on top of the world. And it's not just here. It's an actual group of people throughout the world that actually control everything from the media to our medical to financial. Everything we do is run by them, right? We're basically their cattle, being herded to different destinations that they choose. They give us the information that we are to believe. they give us our rules and regulations, whether you want to believe it or not. But see, these people, right? These people who we shall remain nameless, I'm sorry, are involved in some unspeakable acts, right? And I know, I don't want to get too deep right now, maybe in the future, but we have to be aware that this is an actual thing. I have seen proof. It is very, very uncomfortable, but it's there. And, I know you guys have heard about it, and it's been like this conspiracy theory because it's hard to believe that these things are actually true, right? Now, I'm going to divulge a little bit about myself. I am a child of abuse. I suffered child abuse from my grandfather. And when I came out to my family and I told them what happened, they took it hard, and it was quite hard for them to believe. So I say that to say this, right? I know it's hard to believe, but just because it's hard to believe doesn't mean it's not true, right? It doesn't mean it's not true. Do we believe that these things are possible? Maybe, right? Maybe not. Who knows? But I have done my research. Will you? Do it. Do your research. Question what is going on in your life, in your world. We've got to focus on what's important, people. We've got to separate ourselves from these, from the celebrity world and these desires and these needs. And these wants. This world, right? This America. The founding fathers based the Constitution on the commandments of God. So when the government removes God from itself, from the actual company of the government, right? What it's doing is it's removing the Constitution in general. I don't know why God is demonized through a lot of people. We are told that we have to accept a lot of things in this world that, Christians and people of the Jewish religion and Muslim religion have all been raised to believe is not right. And you don't have to accept it, but you have to respect it, and we do. But I feel that the government is demonizing, our faith and our freedom of religion is it's in jeopardy. And I'm not saying you have to believe in God per se, but there is something bigger than us, and you have to know that you are not the deciding factor in your life. You are the one who makes the choice. You are not the one who makes the decision. The decision is already based, right? So it's that old saying where you come to a fork in the road, right? And you have that choice. We have to make a decision. You can't kind of wobble in the middle, man. And let me tell you, if our freedom of religion gets taken away, well, I don't even know. We need to get God back in the government. Because without God in the government, the Constitution is nothing. No accountability. That's my husband in the background. He likes to give ad-libs. Anyway. All right. So we're going to go back to this morning. So today's inauguration. It was hard. I couldn't watch it. I didn't watch it. My husband put on headphones, so I couldn't even hear it because I was getting so agitated. But let me tell you something. Enough was said when I turned around and I watched my handsome, strong husband go from excited, nervous, anticipating what's going to happen, to sad and somber. Don't get me wrong, he popped up right afterwards. But it was, But you want to know why? Because we put expectations on things, right? We want things to go our way when we want them to, right? But guess what? It doesn't work that way. And I'm not saying that's not going to happen. But understand, it makes life a lot easier if you just understand it's not our plan. And although we would have loved to seen all these mass things that we were hoping to see, but a lot of people got angry. You know, a lot of people kind of flip-flop, switch sides. But loyalty, my friends, and I'm very loyal to Trump, and I always will be for everything he has done for my country. 'Tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, right? And he's not gone, you know. I have faith in the plan, whatever that plan is, because I'm a believer in God. He is my light. He is my source and my will. He gives me the will to get up every day. He gives me the faith to keep on moving. You know? It was hard. I have such a hard time understanding what it is that was so hard for me to understand. Now, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's in my head. Basically, what I'm saying is, all these things that I'm talking about was not what I believed about 7 months ago. It took me a while, so I'm not... I just get so frustrated because I want everybody to understand. But that's not the way life goes, right? So, expectations, right? We got to stop expecting people to do the things that we would do. Stop expecting things to go the way we want them to go, because it will only end in utter disappointment. Okay? But we must continue on. Okay? Just because maybe things went your way. Maybe you wanted things to go your way, and I have nothing against anyone who wanted things to go the way they did today. But you need to continue. You need to continue on the road of what's the word I'm looking for, James? Self-discovery, self-research. Know yourself. If you don't know yourself, you know, you're not going to be able to fulfill your dreams and your hopes. You got to have realization. Ad libber, James in the background. You have to have realization that you are the one who makes the choice, right? Gotta make that choice. You're either with the dark or you're with the light. I am with the light, and I hope that what I can do here is bring hope to you. A believable hope. Next video, I'm going to divulge some of my background in hopes to maybe help the next person. You know, it's called believable hope. It's when somebody goes through something similar to you, or even something traumatic, and got through it and ended up on the other side. That's believable hope, because it's something you could see. It's something tangible. And I really hope that not only will I bring you up-to-date information on what's going on in the TRUMP situation or anything else, but I will bring you hope, and I will bring you honesty. And if you have any questions, any concerns, if you want to debate anything that I spoke about, please leave a comment. Now, I want to leave you with a quote from my man, Abraham Lincoln. America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedom, it will be because we destroyed them ourselves. Mind-blowing, right? Well, guys, I love you. And I will be preparing for next video, which will be a very deep one. So get your Snuggie, maybe a snack, and pull up. Should be a nice little ride. Peace out, y'all.